What's good, everybody? GlitchBro23 here. Last reaction of the day, bro. I've had two failed reactions today, so I'm kind of ticked off about that. So, but today, I saw somebody in a Tupac comment section say they want me to react to like some kind of like interview or something from back in the day. So, and somebody linked me this a while ago, and I've been asking if y'all guys want me to react to it. I just decided let's just get it done with. So we got audio of Tupac revealing disturbing info about Biggie and Diddy's secret plot against him. Now we know the West and East Side thing was very big back then, especially with two of the biggest artists, Tupac, Biggie Smalls. So we're about to see what all actually went down back there. We're about to actually learn something today, so there won't be a lot of pausing. We'll just be listening to what's happening, or what was like really happening behind the scenes. Let's get it.
This part here is Tupac talking with the legendary Sway, pretty much about Puffy, Biggie, and some of his issues, you know, with the East Coast, West Coast beef. Now, some of you probably heard this, but some of you probably didn't. I'm gonna let the tape roll after this, you know, and move on to do what I gotta do. If you didn't already do it, make sure you like this video and share this video with a friend.
Yeah, he told y'all to like the video for me, so Tupac fans, y'all know what to do.
Roll tape.
What happened was Biggie came at a time, just like what Hitler did with the Jews. Biggie came at a time when they were open to somebody saying, we're the master race and these guys are nothing and they're pretenders, and this is why we not making it in the business is because of these guys. This is why we not doing nothing because of these guys. So the East Coast really not hating us, really not knowing nothing about us, but just listening to their supposed to be leader. You know, listening to the person that was representing for them. Like, yeah, okay, well, Biggie, he from Brooklyn, woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. And so all of a sudden people saying stuff that they didn't even know was what they was doing was like ending our culture when we started. We held it down for y'all. That's how I felt. I was in tears like, what? When y'all was out there on some, when LL was dancing with women in silver suits and niggas was on some other shit, which I'm not mad at because I might do that one day. And I love them niggas, you know what I mean? But I'm saying when you was being creative and wanting to try other boundaries, we was holding it down with this whole...
One more thing on the double up.
Man, that's so profound what you're saying.
But it's real, huh?
It's real. It's
Already right there, he was saying when Biggie was coming in, he was like Hitler, basically. He's like Hitler, and then like the man who represents the East Side just over here just talking smack, you know? So the man who's over here representing West Side, he ain't just gonna let that slide. Come on, y'all. We really about to learn about something though.
so real. I never
Hey,
thought
but
about
it's
it.
realer than what
so
brothers.
profound.
Shout out to
See,
Sway.
people think it's realer than what they think.
People
you know?
think I just got out of jail and was like, just because I got shot on the East Coast, I'm like, fuck the East Coast.
Yeah.
No, half the rappers from the East Coast was there when I got shot. Nobody knew a thing. That's just like you come into the hood and the police ask them what happened, and everybody's like, I don't know. You know they lying. And all I was doing was like, give me my proper etiquette. If Biggie was out here on the West Coast, he was in the studio with me and we homeboys, and he got shot, no, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but I wouldn't go ride on niggas who did it, but he would want to know who did it. And I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. Woom, this is why they want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a trench. I went to them personally and talked to them. I do it by the rules of etiquette. So I got shot. I'm like, yo, what happened? Come see me in jail. Biggie all in the air to my ear pockets, my homeboy Woom, but not seeing me. My homeboy Stretch is going to Biggie's concerts. Niggas is like abandoning me. But all in the air and on TV, they like, yeah, Pop, rest, keep the struggle on. I was like, yo, I'm starting to turn into like Slick Rick. Niggas is just gonna act like I'm gonna just be in jail and they gonna give me shout outs and try to take my position. And if you watch, that's what Biggie did. Listen.
So while Paul was in jail, Biggie used his name to gain some status for himself. I know y'all hear that dog, bro. I wish that dog would shut the fuck up. That's wild, dude. I mean, how long was Pac in jail? He was in jail from the time he released Me Against the World to when he dropped All Eyes on Me. So that was about at least a year. He was in jail at least a good year. So, he was saying, like, he didn't have no problem with anybody on the East Coast. In fact, everybody was there when he got shot. You know, but it was just like, there's just a lot of story behind it.
I was there, nigga. I trained the nigga. He used to be under me like my lieutenant. The nigga, I used to come to New York. I used to do shows and let the nigga come on before I did Keep Your Head Up and Get Around. Because nobody knew the nigga in New York. And I used to tell the nigga, yo, if you want to make your money, you got to rap for the bitches. Do not rap for the niggas. I told the nigga, don't rap for the niggas. Rap for the bitches. The bitches will buy your records and the niggas want what the bitches want. So all of a sudden, he changed from being listen to party and bullshit, listen to his style. He changed from that to Big Papa. Because of me. He had my album, Me Against the World was the second one. He had the first one. I changed everything because Ready to Die came out and it sounded like my album. All my.
He said that Ready to Die, he helped Biggie basically make Ready to Die, the Big Papa alter ego, and that their albums sounded so alike, so Pac had to change his. Which at the time, so that means Me Against the World and Ready to Die literally dropped the same year, I would assume. That's wild. I didn't even know this.
The World was the second one. He had the first one. I changed everything because Ready to Die came out and it sounded like my album. All my album was about, you know, dealing with death. And then he came out Ready to Die and I had to switch it.
Wow.
That's why it was less East Coast rap, East Coast beats, because Biggie had just took my shit.
That's what, but you could listen to it. That's what that was a success too, because he took like West Coast sound.
We flipped it. I told him that. I told him that. I trained. He was supposed to be Thug Life. All while he was coming up, I used to let him come on stage with me. He was screaming Thug Life.
Hey, cause I
he
saw
was
you
like,
at
I
the
hate
Palladium.
Brooklyn. I hate New York. I'm out with them niggas, puppy cheating me. Woo woo woo. All of a sudden he blew up, and he wasn't saying Thug Life. So I started getting mad, and I was seeing niggas plays. He was hugging me, yo, Pac, yo, thank you, was the only nigga that woo. But he told me like about a week before I got shot. He knew the nigga that was shot me, and he was like, Pac, don't hang around this nigga. You know, we walked in with the nigga that shot me, that ended up shooting me. He's like, Pac, don't fuck.
So Biggie knew who shot Pac. But did you hear what Pac said? He said he didn't like the fact that Biggie switched up. He was screaming about Thug Life, and then when he blew up, he wasn't anymore. Well, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Pac was a real gangster the whole time. His whole career, even years after he's gone, he was a real gangster. Which, like, I'm gonna let y'all know. My dad loves Tupac. He was the one that got me interested in him. And I was like, how come you don't listen to a lot of Biggie? And he's like, Biggie wasn't as real as Tupac. And this is coming from the man himself. Tupac is saying he ain't screaming Thug Life anymore.
This nigga, we walked in with the nigga that shot that ended up shooting me. He's like, Pac, don't fuck with this nigga, because I knew the nigga too. He was my co-defendant. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And we didn't talk. The next time I saw him was at the studio where I got shot. So I knew he knew what happened. So I was like, Biggie, what happened? He kept sending me messages like a bitch, like I'm gonna come see you. No, nigga, what happened? While I'm in jail, strangers is telling me, yo, you don't know? Biggie homeboy shot you. Cause they bragging, they telling they niggas in jail, yo, we just got Pac, woo, woo, woo. And my cousin was in jail in New York, cause I got family out there. He's sitting right there while the niggas get in the car going, yo, my homeboys just jacked that nigga Tupac. So that's how I knew who shot me, what happened, and everything. They mad because I know what happened. That's why they all, it's Biggie and them, they're not riding. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying him. I fucked his wife. I'm fucking him in the game. I'm destroying him. He lives by the rules.
He said it straight up. He didn't even say it. He didn't even say it. We heard that line. That line is one of the most famous lines ever in diss track history. Was him saying that he screwed Biggie's homegirl. And then, like, Tupac knows the truth. He found out the truth. Like, at that point, Biggie, he had you, bro. He had the upper hand. He had all the info he needed.
Rules of the game. He lives off a mafia image. I'm bringing him, showing how he totally disregarded the rules of the game, and he's everything but a mafia nigga.
You're reinventing it.
Right, I'm showing him. You know what I mean? Like, if anybody's a mafia nigga, me, nigga. I fucked your bitch. I took 5 shots. I went in your crew. I mean, I just what? I went to New York. They don't do shows out here. I did Saturday Night Live. Y'all forgot. Live in New York, where everybody knew I was gonna be there on stage.
He really did Saturday Night Live? He really did it Saturday Night Live? I can see it. I can see it, but I mean, I'm just surprised. Somebody link me that in the comments.
There's no problems. Went to the club.
I'll check that out on my own time.
In the middle with my West Side ride. You know what I mean? Because I'm real about it. I don't hate New York, but if y'all don't understand it, then fuck it. You get rolled over too. Because I hear y'all. I was in jail and I heard what they were saying on the radios. You know how we got the wake up show? Right. You know they got their own shows. They got their little mixed shows with Red Alert and this nigga and that nigga and what's his name? Flex. And I swear to God, dog, they used to diss the West Coast. They had these commercials where they be like, hey dog, what's up dog? And I used to be like in jail in New York on my radio like, oh shit. You know how you would feel if you heard your home?
The Bachelor is
going off-road means getting more out of life.
You know how you went home and just clowned you, and I was like, oh man. Oh, and all my homeboys like, yo, Puppy just did a show out here. I was like, how was it? It's like, good, we gave him love, we gave him this, we gave him that. He was talking all this unity shit, but then when they go home,
they be popping
Q-Tip, they made all these underground tapes dissing us.
Q-Tip?
Yes, Q-Tip.
Q-Tip be on some
so
shit.
then when niggas ride back, then they want to talk about the culture and be hip-hop and shit again. But that's not fair. How you gonna be bold? And that's what they all do. They all play badasses. Same thing for the Fugees. They just diss me on the air on MTV.
Fugees diss you?
They're not personally, they diss the West Coast. They introduced my video, it's like California love. The East Side is the best side. I seen them, all them niggas.
So that's what really launched the beef, was just the East Coast rappers just basically just claiming that the East Side of hip-hop is way better than the West. And Pac wasn't taking it. He took on every single East Coast rapper. Like, I don't know how many tracks we've heard. That dog needs to shut the fuck up. I know y'all can hear it. I apologize. But he was taking on everybody all at once. They were responding to Pac. But were they all respond? But were they didn't have nearly as much like ammo compared to Pac to all of them. Come on, man. We've heard so many tracks where he literally aims at every East Coast rapper. Unreleased or not, bro. And the unreleased ones, he goes way harder. The unreleased tracks, bro. He would have put those out for real in the public. He really would have ended some careers.
The East Side is the best side. I seen them. All them niggas was talking about how much they respect me and love me. See, I hate that. Because I be dead serious.
It's one thing when they say
now Chino XL is talking about me. He got a rhyme where you know how you always got these little metaphors. He say, you'll get fucked like Tupac did in jail. Now I'm telling y'all beforehand, off the air, I'm gonna beat this nigga's ass. And everybody's gonna be talking about how wrong I am and how I haven't changed, but what am I supposed to do when a nigga disrespected my manhood like that?
That's a
See what I
fact.
mean? It's like I can't get out the game. Just like I'm saying, just like Scarface and that Carlito's way. I want to be legit. We got restaurants coming up with Alanis Morissette, me, Snoop, Suge, and Alanis Morissette open up a restaurant.
Alanis is nice.
I'm doing a soundtrack, cool. My first soundtrack. I'm the music supervisor for this movie I'm doing. I got Alanis on there, Michelle, Incalatio, whatever her name. All these alternative stars, no rap. All this shit coming up. But what's gonna reign supreme in '96 and '97 is the ride I'm doing. And it's not even like I feel like I'm doing it for hip hop. All I'm trying to do is get the imposters out. I remember Biggie sleeping on my couch. I remember begging bitches to fuck him.
You ain't gotta do him like that. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on my couch? Oh, that's tough. That's tough, bro. Like, was this before or after Hit 'Em Up was released? The initial audio. When was this before or after Hit 'Em Up was released? Because it would make a lot of sense if this was before Hit 'Em Up. It really would. Oh, he said I used to have a big girls to sleep with him. That's tough. You gotta do him like that.
Big Papa don't mean nothing to me. He know it. He know it. That's why he can't fight me. That's why he can't battle me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can make songs talking exactly about him, and he can't talk about me because he know. I'm the one that used to buy him champagne. All that shit he talking, that was me buying him that. He talking about my lifestyle with his album. Because when he was doing his album, he was broke, nigga. I was having money. The shit he talking about was my life. Thug life. That's what he talking about. All that Junior Mafia, them niggas was young motherfuckers that used to hang around that I used to give money to get on the train to go home at night. Little Caesar and all of them.
And Kim and all that.
Yeah, so now they rapping against me, and you can imagine how I fucking feel. When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not.
He mentioned something about when Biggie and his homeboys like were ducking and hit him up. He mentioned something like that. Is that what he's referring to right here? It comes full circle, man. It really did come full circle, man. I just don't understand how. What in Biggie's mind would think? This man literally said you like started your career. Why are you going to turn around and like just do him dirty like that? That makes no sense. Like we could still have these two legends today if they didn't never have this beef. If Biggie like it's like and Biggie probably has his own side to it too. But it's like really hard to. It would be really hard to take Biggie's like side seriously after hearing this. It really would. Because if you do listen to Biggie, he isn't like Pac. Biggie's more like more mainstream than Pac is. At that time, he was more mainstream. Pac was real. So it'd be hard to take his side of this story serious.
They left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case. So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case, and he out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute, rolling with my road dog who was there when I got shot. I mean, come on, man. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Y'all niggas know what time it is.
Yeah. I mean,
what it is that the East Coast drug dealers got them niggas under extortion. I came and fucked up everything. Because I dissed them niggas in the Daily News. They put a hit out on me. When the niggas tried to rob me, which is all they wanted to do, I knew what they told me. That's what they was telling me. Pop, they was sending me messages through my closest road dog saying, Pop, why did you fight them? They was just coming to take your shit. But I wasn't letting nobody take my shit, and I was strapped that day. That's what I couldn't put in the bottle. I had two double Glocks on me. And when I pulled for my shit, that's when I got shot. And the reason I knew my homeboys set me up is because my homeboys knew I was strapped. The dudes came straight for me. My homeboys is behind the niggas. Like, they running for Sway. My homeboys behind the niggas, and they didn't do nothing. They knew I was strapped. All they had to do was grab the nigga. And I could have bust. But they got guns to these niggas and coming for me, and these niggas just sitting there. And they say get, and these niggas drop to the floor. I knew it was a setup. Nobody come downstairs to act.
Dang. So the whole setup story is true, man. That's really true. That's wild, man. Ah, man. That's wild. It's even crazier. When you hear everybody talk about top 5s or top 10s, you always hear people putting Tupac and Biggie together. It's so weird that they were like some of the greatest hip-hop artists ever. and they just had some of the biggest beef ever in history, and hip hop history. It's wild, man.
After them shot.
And then after you shot, now after you shot, you went up there, they looked at you like you was a ghost?
Yo,
Seriously,
when I walked upstairs, Sway, on everything I love. When I walked upstairs, Sway, on everything I love, I seen it in their eyes. I can never describe this look until you get shot and you see it yourself. Niggas looked at me like this. I walked out the elevator, because I walked out the elevator, I didn't know I was shot in my head or nothing. I wasn't, they said in the vibe interview, I was acting like I was in a movie. What they really trying to say is this nigga is raw. I got shot 5 times, came upstairs, did not know I had got shot 5 times. I thought I only got shot once.
Yeah, dude, sound like you got a lot on your chest.
Oh my God. It's been so long since the Bays heard from you.
And that's why I'm giving it to you straight raw, because you...
It really, just hearing all this, it really, really explains why he came back so aggressive and angry with just everything on All Eyes on Me, and then the Machiavelli album, the Don Killuminati. It makes complete sense, bro. Like, even in this interview, bro, he's hurting, but he's more angry than anything, just because loyalty was everything, man. I can relate to Pac when it comes to that, man. I hate people who just go behind my back, and like, that's why I don't like, when I mess up, I feel like a terrible person, but I never try to go behind my homeboy's back or any of my friends, like my true friends' back, because I know they're going to be there for me if I'm there for them, bro. Like, it got to work both ways.
You gotta go back and tell them the shit that we ain't recording. I'm giving you that, not to tell them the specifics, but you know when somebody calls you and goes, yo, why did you do this? You know they go, trust me, we talk to them, we know, blam, blam, blam. Now y'all know, you know what I mean? Just like they niggas on their radio stations know.
It's wild, man. It's wild. Really learned a lot just from, like, that was just the first part, man. Biggie probably has his own side to this too. Probably look at Biggie's like side in my own time, or if y'all guys want to, link me in the description. Just let me know. But yeah, I just decided to do this because it was suggested, and somebody linked me in one of my comment section to a Tupac reaction, so I just decided to do it. So if y'all want more videos like this, though, let me know, man. I will. It'll help fill in the blanks that I don't quite understand when it comes to the whole like Tupac and Biggie timeline that they had. That filled me in a lot. I really didn't know Pac set Biggie up for success like that. I really didn't. I didn't know that he like Pac was forced to change his Me Against the World like record because it sounded like Biggie's. So I learned a lot from that. It was very interesting. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you guys want more. Let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, see you guys next time.